If you give it a good smell, you can still catch a hint of penguin crap. Today we are writing a love letter to a bag. One of my longest, oldest relationships, my best friend of 10 years, my Langly Camera Backpack. Me and this pack have been old friends, going back a decade now. I got this pack in 2014, and I wanted to share it with you because it's time to say sayonara. Time to move on. She has been a good and trusted friend for a long time, and I thought it would give me a chance not just to share about her and the experiences that we've had together, but to get into why it's time to move on and say goodbye to trusted, reliable equipment from time to time. Sometimes you reach that point where you just gotta say goodbye. Cue the Andrea Bocelli. Time to... Not now, sorry. And why are we doing this today? Because I got myself a new pack. It is a basic, simple, easy, sleek, clean, expandable even, nomadic backpack. I have already brought this pack with me on a couple of adventures, took it to UTMB with me, traveled around the Mediterranean, squeezed all my camera gear, my books, computer, all the fun stuff in here. So far, so good. And as I have been reflecting on a few months of using one pack and leaving the other, 10 good years with one pack, and hopefully many, many more with a new one. Why am I doing this? Why the heck does it matter to say goodbye to a pack? Well, if you know me at all, you might know that I tend towards habits and lifestyles of minimalism, finding the best habits and practices to keep life simple and focused on the tasks at hand. And when I buy something, it's for the long haul. When I buy something, I plan to use it forever, or at least until what forever means for that product. I believe that you use a product two ways, either until it's served its purpose or until you've gotten the most out of it and it can't do its job anymore. And at this point with Langly here, she has served her purpose. She has given me a decade's worth of traveling the world. You know what, let's get out of the studio. Let's go outside where she belongs. She loves being outside, so let's give her some fresh air and say goodbye together. So here we are outside in the elements. It's where she likes to be, and it's where we spent a lot of time together. I know this is silly, but just go with me. I think this matters. We traveled dozens of countries together, hit all 7 continents, both poles, the Arctic, the Antarctic. We traveled the world together for over 10 years. This was my trusty kit bag when I was a Polaroid photographer, or in my early days of YouTube, or breaking my teeth on ultra running. This was always a bag that was my go-to. I don't think I left the house on a given day without ever packing this. I traveled for weeks on end with nothing but gear that fit into this bag. So that's why to me this stuff matters. When you buy something, it's an exchange of value that really can pay it forward in the long term. I have memories of landing on Antarctica with this pack, or traveling through the deserts of Tajikistan, hiking through Ethiopia or Namibia, backpacking across Vietnam. Almost every plane ride I've been on over the past decade has been with this pack. And now, as you can tell, she's starting to wear. For the most part, still usable. It is not as reliable as it once was for the daily pack, or most specifically for the intense activity that I expect from the gear that I have. My new nomadic pack, it's versatile, but it's also incredibly durable. And this pack, after many years, just has lost some of its durability. This poor girl is beat up. It's not water resistant anymore the way that it once was. I have ink from Polaroid negative pictures all staining the inside here. If you give it a good smell, you can still catch a hint of penguin crap. Ugh. I was warned not to bring it to the Southern Peninsula because once that scent gets on something, it never gets off. And let me tell you something, they were right. Some of the buckles, they just don't clasp anymore. Few of them do, few of them don't. So all that to say, I believe it's a good thought exercise to reflect on why we buy the things that we buy, how they impact our lives, and what we can do to bless others once we are done with them too. So what am I gonna do with her now? I could sell her online, get a little bit of money, put that to my next gear. But the reality is I want to pay it forward for the many, many gifts of years that this pack has given to me. So I'm going to be listing it online, dropping a link below, and you are able to donate in order to buy this bag. I am going to put on eBay and sell to the highest bidder, who then gets the bag, and all proceeds will go to the foundation that I work with, Homes for Homes. They are the most wonderful organization that builds homes for people in need around the world. I raised funds for UTMB. We built a house for $4,000. I am gonna list this on eBay, pass it off to the next person as a gift, and then in return, hopefully paying it forward by contributing to build a house for a family in need. Thank you for tracking with me on a decade of joy, experiences, adventures. If you are not yet following along on this channel of ultra running and adventure travel, go ahead and hit subscribe and tap that like button if you found this video inspiring, entertaining, whatnot. Thank you for joining with me. I wish you all the best. Happy trails, safe travels. Take care.